What can we expect from the year of the rabbit? This is Tom Clifford with another Weekly Feedzai update. I'm here in our Singapore office, and as the region gears up for Chinese New Year, it gives us time to reflect on what the year of the tiger has brought for us. The year of the tiger was meant to symbolize strength, exorcising evils, and braveness. We saw braveness demonstrated in the shape of fintechs launching their digital banks here in Singapore, reshaping the way that banking is done in this modern city. We also saw the BNM announce new licenses for digital banks in Malaysia, preparing to be able to provide new financial services for the unbanked population. The year also required strength, with global conflicts reshaping world trade and how banks operate on sanctions. As sanctions grew, banks, especially here in Asia, are put under immense pressure to react quickly, limiting banking services towards sanctioned entities across Russia and China alike. Finally, the year was not without its own evils. In December 2021, we saw huge fraud attacks hitting Singapore with over 13 million Singaporean dollars lost. The MAS was still responding to this impact to enforce better regulations around fraud risk management. The MAS have outlined clear directives now about how banks need to be able to better manage and educate their customers, but also how they communicate with their customers, especially on SMS and emails. So, what can we expect from the year of the rabbit? The year of the rabbit is meant to bring peace and cautiousness. Peace we hope to see in the easing of global conflicts, which means a reduction in global sanctions. Ongoing events and volatile markets will continue to obviously require real-time customer screening and real-time awareness of who you're banking with. Perpetual KYC has been seen as a best practice and almost a benchmark for financial institutions in today's modern era. We've also seen an uptick in fraud attacks happening across not just Singapore, but Southeast Asia as a whole. Complex attacks are increasing, with a lot of customers still reeling from the impact of fraud attacks last year and the year before. We expect consumers to be more cautious in terms of how they place their money, and banks are having to be more diligent about how they protect their customers' funds. Finally, with the emergence of fintechs coming into the market, we also see an opportunity for a new way of digital banking with more security and more customer awareness. This is Tom Clifford at Feedzai, wishing everybody a very happy Chinese New Year and a prosperous and safe year ahead.